Did you know that the United States is the only industrialized country in the world that does not mandate paid maternity leave? Even more striking, it's one of the only countries where paternity leave is not required by law. How can we, as a nation, claim to value families and equality if we don't support parents during one of the most critical times in their lives? Today, I'm going to argue that the U.S. must pass federal legislation mandating paid maternity and paternity leave for all employees, for the sake of parents, children, and our economy. When parents are allowed time to care for their children without the fear of losing income, it leads to stronger family units and healthier children. Studies show that children whose parents take paid leave are more likely to experience positive cognitive, emotional, and social development. For example, California's paid family leave program, which allows parents to take paid time off, saw an increase in breastfeeding rates and better maternal mental health. In fact, mothers who had paid leave had significantly lower levels of depression and were better able to manage the challenges of early parenthood. These benefits not only affect individual families, but contribute to healthier, more resilient communities in the long run. Paid leave also benefits businesses by reducing turnover rates, saving companies money on recruitment and training. In fact, companies that offer paid leave have been found to have lower turnover costs and higher employee morale. A study from the Center for American Progress found that businesses with paid leave policies reported higher productivity and greater employee satisfaction, making it a win-win situation for both families and companies. But right now, women are disproportionately affected by the lack of paid leave, often taking on the burden of caregiving while also trying to maintain their careers. However, when fathers are given the opportunity to take paid leave, it helps level the playing field. It supports gender equality by allowing both parents to share the responsibility of childcare and also giving both parents the opportunity to advance in their careers. In fact, surveys show that 54% of Americans, 47% of men, support fathers receiving a share of paid paternal leave. However, despite the broad support, rates of paid paternity leave taking remain low. Only 24% of fathers in one national sample and 42% in another reported taking paid paternity leave, with most fathers taking only 1 week or less. When men don't take time off, women are left to handle the bulk of caregiving, often sacrificing their careers in the process. If we want to close the wage gap, we need to ensure both men and women are supported in their roles as parents, not just as workers. Paid paternity leave helps create a more equitable division of labor, which ultimately benefits women in the workforce. For example, fathers with higher incomes are more likely to take paid leave, with those in higher status jobs, such as professionals and sales workers, taking significantly longer leave than those in labor-intensive jobs. But it's not just about who takes leave, it's about how long. Only 5% of fathers take more than 2 weeks of leave, and many fathers report taking less than 1 week. Ensuring equal access to paid paternity leave will not only help men engage more in caregiving, but it will also provide women with more equitable opportunities in the workforce, helping to close the gender pay gap. Paid parental leave, particularly paternity leave, provides critical mental health benefits for both parents. Research from the ELFE study shows that fathers who take paternity leave are less likely to experience postpartum depression. Fathers who took leave had a significantly reduced risk of depression compared to those who did not. Similarly, mothers showed better mental health outcomes when their partners took paternity leave, experiencing lower depression rates. The U.S. is unique among developed nations for not mandating paid leave. According to the OECD, out of 41 countries, the U.S. is the only one without a national paid leave program. Countries like Estonia offer more than a year and a half of paid leave, while Japan and South Korea provide 30 and 15 weeks of paid leave for fathers, respectively. In contrast, the U.S. has no federal standard forcing families to choose between caring for a newborn or maintaining their income. While many countries focus on maternity leave, 34 of 41 now offer paid paternity leave. Countries like Norway, Portugal, and Sweden provide over 2 months of leave for fathers. The U.S. stands alone in not mandating paid leave. Isn't it time we invested in the well-being of our people the way other nations have? If we can lead the world in so many other ways, technology, economically, and diplomatically, why are we lagging behind when it comes to supporting our families? We need federal legislation that mandates paid maternity and paternity leave for all workers, ensuring that no family has to choose between financial stability and taking care of their children. It's time for the U.S. to catch up with other nations and make family support a national priority. The future of our country depends on the next generation, and the next generation depends on strong, healthy families. Let's ensure that every parent has the support they need to build strong futures for themselves and for us all. You can make a difference. Consider joining the movement, sign petitions on change.org, support campaigns with moveon.org, or get involved with organizations like the National Partnership for Women and Families. Paid Leave for All offers advocacy resources and Family Values at Work provides a network of local coalitions focused on creating lasting change. Together, we can build a future where every parent and every child thrives.